Hello and welcome to our class. I'm going to talk for the next 15 minutes about having more energy, a strong body, better sleep, and so much more. In the next 15 minutes, ask yourself the question, what if? What if the stuff I've been using all this time is not the answer I've been looking for? What if there's another option out there that my body likes better? What if there's a way to get better sleep, to clean my house, to relax in the evening, to boost my spiritual awareness? What if there's a better way to take care of myself every day? My name is Melissa Edens, and I am the mentor and leader of the Essentially Curious team of the Young Living Essential Oils community. And when I first started with Young Living at the end of 2012, I had 5 children, and frankly, I was looking for more freedom in my time. I was trying to get the toxins out of our lives and out of our bodies and out of our diets, and in doing that, I was making my own laundry soap, making my own tablets for our dishwasher. I was using baking soda and vinegar for my waist-length hair. I was taking care of all of our cleaning needs with baking soda and vinegar, and I can tell you the baking soda and vinegar works for a whole lot of stuff, and it's awfully cheap, but man, does it take a lot of time and elbow grease to make clean what you're trying to do. So my kids were tired of helping me clean. I was tired of having to scrub all the time, and the day-to-day effort of getting the toxins out was overwhelming. Now let's see where you are on some averages. The average person applies 300 toxic chemicals to their bodies every single day. And of those chemicals, more than 80 are used before breakfast. Most of them are from 4 things: soap, makeup, shampoo, and hair care items. The biggest pollutants in our homes are fabric softener, dryer sheets, air fresheners, plug-ins, and candles. Basically, you're literally poisoning your family every day with the stuff you can't pronounce in your homes. The bright blue dish soap, the cleaner you use on your kitchen counters, processed foods, and more. And health and safety data only exist for 15% of all the chemicals out there. Many of the toxic chemicals that are banned in Europe are still allowed here in the United States, even though so many are known to cause asthma or endocrine disruptions. Have you ever heard the expression, no one cares about your money as much as you do? The same thing is true of your health. Doctors are so overworked that they might get 15 minutes with you before they have to move on to the next patient. I know most of us have 10 fingers and 10 toes, but we still need more than just 15 minutes to figure out exactly why our engines are running poorly. Do you feel heard when you go to ask about a concern? As a mom who has had to get educated in a hurry on the concerns that come up with raising children, and a daughter who is trying to help her mom stay healthy, taking care of busy family members, I can tell you that it pays to do your research, and that sometimes talking to others who have walked a similar path can give a huge leap forward in the learning curve. It pays to educate yourself and to ask the question, what if? Now ask this question. What if essential oils and natural supplements and getting the toxins out of my life could change some of what I am facing? By now you might be wondering, what are essential oils? Essential oils are a better way for thousands of people who use them to support every system in the body. Your skeletal system, respiratory system, circulatory system, every single system in the body can be supported by natural methods. People use them for hormonal balance, brain health, a healthy weight. They can be used for emotional support and balance, to boost energy after lunch, to relax at the end of a long day, to help their kids relax right before bed. They're totally toxin-free when done properly and steam distilled or cold pressed from the seeds, the leaves, the bark of different plants. There's nothing in them but that one oil: tangerine, lemon, peppermint, lavender, whatever's listed on the bottle. Essential oils can be used in place of every toxic cleaner in your home. It means you can move towards a purer lifestyle without breaking the bank. It means for us, baking soda and vinegar are now part of our kitchen recipes and not our cleaning regimen. The only thing that we use for cleaning our house anymore is Thieves household cleaner. It will clean our entire house for only about $1.50 a bottle, and it's completely natural and organic. The cleaners at the local grocery store that are labeled organic all cost $4 to $6. They're not actually organic. That's called greenwashing, and they're definitely still not safe enough for my kids to help clean the house. Maybe you've seen essential oils on the local store shelves and you're wondering what's the difference between those oils at the shop and what I have here for you. The difference is what we call the seed to seal guarantee. In our house, we only use Young Living essential oils, and here's why. In the United States, there is no industry standard rating system for essential oils, and there's no regulatory oversight as far as purity goes by the FDA. In fact, here's what the FDA says on their website about essential oil purity. Quote, there is no regulatory definition for essential oils, although people commonly use the term to refer to certain oils extracted from plants. The law treats ingredients from plants the same as those from any other source. End quote. Now that means that no one is guarding the henhouse. It also means that the bottles you see on the store shelves are most likely a complete waste of time and money. Seed to seal makes all the difference. Gary Young and Young Living made a promise to their customers and wholesale members that there will never be any toxic synthetic chemicals used on the soil, the plants, in the distillation process, or the final essential oil product made by Young Living. It is not just a slogan, but a promise of purity. Now, you might be wondering how I can say that Young Living oils are trustworthy and it's not just marketing hype. It is because Young Living is the only company that owns any of its own farms and is in the very closest oversight and cooperation with the farms that it does not own. Every oil is distilled on the same farm that the raw material was grown on, and multiple tests are done to ensure purity of the oil along the way. There is no other company that can make these claims. You or I can go to the Young Living owned farms and take a tour, or even help out with planting and harvesting. You can learn more about the Young Living guarantee and the farms by going to seedtoseal.com. Now, essential oils are popping up everywhere. Companies that have nothing to do with scents, aromatherapy, candles even, are peddling essential oils for a much lower price. How can they do this? It's easy. They use shorter distillation times with higher temperatures. They use chemical solvents to get more oil from the raw material, or maybe they use chemicals on the plants themselves to produce a higher yield. Or maybe they dilute their oils with other toxic substances or carrier oils and then sell them to you. Basically, they're cutting corners that maximize their profits and minimize the quality or the amount of product you receive. This is one of those areas where you really do want to do that research and you want to follow the money trail. It takes 60,000 pounds of rose blossoms for 1 ounce of oil, 220 pounds of lavender to get 7 pounds of oil, and jasmine flowers are really picky. It takes 8 million hand-picked blossoms to make 2.2 pounds of oil. With numbers like these, there really is no logical explanation for super cheap oils. At the same time, a little goes a long way. Most Young Living oils cost between $10 and $30 a bottle, and you can use just 1 to 3 drops at a time for most things. There are 3 ways to use essential oils. Topically, where you rub it on your skin. It takes 22 seconds for an essential oil that you put on topically to be found in your bloodstream. They work very fast. You can breathe it in aromatically, kind of like aromatherapy. When you do that, it's like a straight shot to your brain. The oils don't have to go through your circulatory system or your digestive system to get to your brain. So studies have shown that oils that are inhaled this way can have an effect on your brain in 2 seconds. The third way is a dietary supplement. This is where you can put it in juice or water or food, or maybe even in a gel capsule and swallow it down. Now, which method that you prefer to use is up to you. But because these oils are so pure, a healthy body knows how to use them, and at the end of about 3 to 6 hours, you've used up what you need and metabolized the rest. Now, I take a pretty try it and see what happens attitude with essential oils, but we need to remember that there are some basic safety tips to keep in mind because of how concentrated they are, and because every person's body works a little bit differently. So here are a few to get you started. Many citrus oils like lemon, grapefruit, lime, etc. are photosensitive and can cause dark spots on the skin when exposed to the sun. When you use your oils on your skin, watch out for redness, a burning sensation, or itchiness. An oil might be hotter than you realize and just need a bit of dilution to it, so you can dilute it before you put it on if you're already aware, or if you have that redness, go ahead and put a carrier oil like coconut oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, or Young Living's V6 carrier oil on the hot spot on the skin to dilute the oil down. Do not use water to wash the oil away. That actually isn't going to take it off. Instead, it's going to spread it further. Keep oils away from sensitive skin areas like your eyes, inside of your ears, or inside of your nose. The skin in these areas is thinner. If you decide you need an oil in one of those areas, put the oil nearby, like around the outside of your ear. Don't worry, your body will know what to do with it, and they'll still work. Children are not always aware of how to use things, how much to use on something, and whether or not it's safe to use as much as they'd like. So keep them away from children and just maybe give them the empty bottles when you're done. Now, there are some who say that essential oils should never be used internally. What about those? I mentioned earlier that we need to be ready to do our own research, right? So here are 2 questions for you. 1, if I can grow peppermint in my backyard, bring it inside and make a cup of tea, why would I not be able to do the same thing with my peppermint essential oil? If an essential oil bottle says do not ingest on the label, please question what else might be in that oil. And number 2, not too long ago, a naturally minded company called Highlands had some teething tablets removed from the store shelves because there was the possibility that 4 or 5 babies died after having used them. The company pulled them from the American supermarket shelves because of the uproar that the mere possibility caused. Thousands of parents used them and were scrambling to find more that they could purchase online because they knew how well these holistic tablets worked. Now let's use our heads here. If essential oils were as dangerous as some would have us believe, wouldn't there be a huge uproar given how many thousands and thousands of people use them today? The French have been using essential oils internally for decades. The Germans and the British use them a little more conservatively, and they only use them topically or aromatically or diluted down. I'll let you decide your own comfort levels from there. However, to comply with United States laws and help you get started on the right foot, Young Living has offered us a clue about which oils we might start with for internal use. We call these oils the Vitality oils, and they're marked with a white label to make them easy to recognize. Now, I'm going to talk about only 3 oils in this recording today, although these 3 are very popular and they're part of the collection of 11 oils that so many people start with from the very beginning. The first one is peppermint. This one is so popular in my home that I have teenagers who want their own bottles all the time. It supports gastrointestinal comfort and promotes a healthy bowel function and a healthy gut. It helps maintain efficiency of the digestive tract. It also can help support performance during exercise. Then there's Stress Away, just like the name says. It promotes wellness and may be an important part of a daily health regimen. It is one of the top 2 emotional support oils. And there's frankincense. This is one of the top oils used for healthy skin. It's also one of my favorites. It helps smooth the appearance of skin. It is a key ingredient in Young Living's Brain Power Essential Oil Blend as well. Many diffuse it during prayer time to help with grounding and spiritual awareness. Frankincense alone has more than 10,000 uses. Let's get real for a minute here as we wrap this up. Chemical-free living matters. Whether we know it or not, we have all seen the chemical-filled side of life. And folks, it ain't pretty. Nearly everyone out there knows someone who has or is battling cancer today. The number 2 cause of death in the United States is cancer. 1 in 3 cases are likely linked to something we have eaten or used that we shouldn't have. The American Cancer Society says that only 5 to 10% of all cancer cases today are from genetic defects. 5%! That means that 95% of cancer cases are under our direct control. It comes down to what we allow in our homes and in our bodies. When your body is chemically overloaded, you may see it show up as cancer, or you may experience it in other ways first. Maybe you'll be tired all the time, or have brain fog, or trouble sleeping at night. Maybe you call chemical overload something like inflammation, hot flashes, stress, fear, unexplained pain. We're told over and over by experts in society that these things are a normal part of aging, but what if it's not? What if there's a better way? Today is just an introduction to essential oils and to a toxin-free life. If you'd like more of the nitty-gritty details, ask the person who gave you this recorded link to sit with you and answer your questions. Ask them if they have a class coming up. Take this one small step for your family, for yourself. Set up an appointment to talk and get those questions answered. We'll get you connected to resources and reference guides and online groups that will help you learn how to use the oils in the easiest possible way. This is not just about health. It's about freedom. Freedom to think for yourself. Freedom to move and live in a healthier body. Freedom to walk away from the advertisers, the people who are paid to convince you that everything is okay, that the unpronounceable words on the back of your shampoo, cleaning products, and food boxes are healthy for you. If you're not ready to ask questions or come to a class just yet, I challenge you to look up a free app called Think Dirty. Get that app, use it to see exactly how toxic your current products are. You just might be surprised. Now you could wait and stay on the path you're following now and be in the same place that you're in another year. Or you could change your life today and be in a whole nother place in 6 months or a year. For only $160, you can get our most popular starter collection of 11 essential oils and a diffuser. Or you can get the Premier Collection, which gives you not only the 11 oils and a diffuser, but also the easiest start to trading out the toxin-filled cleaners, tooth products, hand soaps, and more for only $275. The Premier Collection will also give you access to some of our monthly promotional items that also come free. These are great deals. They cost only half of what you would pay if you purchased them at retail price. But the biggest benefit is that when you get started in this way with the person who gave you the link for this recording, you're also getting access to their knowledge and resources and references and the Facebook groups that we have online that have thousands of members online that will help support you with your essential oils and your wholesale membership. Get the toxins out and see how life is meant to be. Set your assumptions aside and ask that question, what if? Then talk to the person who gave you the link for this audio recording. Ask them for their member referral number and go to youngliving.com to get started. While you're there, you want to get the Premium Starter Kit. If you want the Premier Collection, you want the Premium Starter Kit and the Thieves Essential Rewards Kit. This combination is going to give you the best possible start on getting those toxins out of your life so that you also can have an easier time with toxin-free living. Thank you.